Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Graphics Amazed. Today's video we'll be looking at making this Rhino figure, which has one side as a wireframe light emission and eyes of being light emission. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, to start off with, we're gonna open Blender. Then I'm gonna select on general. Then you're gonna press A on your keyboard, which will select everything, and you're gonna press on X, delete everything. Just before you start using the Blender, you should make sure you have a geometric face style. I'll show an example which I'll be using in this case. You can Google that and get it. And also in preferences, under add-ons, on add-ons, you should also enable import or export images as planes. This part, which will enable you to import any of your images you have as a plane. Once that's enabled, you're gonna shift A. Then you're gonna say go to image as a plane. So I have my image saved on under my graphics image file at the bottom, this one. So put it on that. Then you're gonna press on R to rotate, and you're gonna press on X to rotate around 9 X axis, and then I'm gonna type 90 for 9 degrees along above the X axis. Then while focusing on this, you can focus on the object. If you're out of focus, like if you move out of the way like that, you can hit on period to focus on the object. Then I'm gonna go to, if you're on E, you can go to the live rendered mode, or if you're on cycles, you can go click on this where it will show the real-time rendering viewport. And you're also going to be working on cycles. We'll do a different now. So I got this from vector stock. So you're gonna need some geometric, whatever face the animal you want to work with. And I'm gonna go to edit mode by hitting on tab. Then you're gonna be using this. Okay, then you're gonna hit Ctrl R, so you can have a line along the middle. Then you're gonna go to select mode on selecting planes, faces. You're gonna select on this side, and you're gonna delete this part. Okay, sorry. X faces, just gonna delete that side. The reason for that is the image is a symmetric face, so you're gonna work on one side and you can duplicate and mirror it, so you won't have to do so much of hassle. Then you're gonna come over here on the sidebar, and you're gonna select on knife, then individually on every line. You're gonna work a line out, basically like the way to do it is you're not gonna start in the middle, you're gonna start wherever the lines meet the border of something. And also by in progress, say for example there's a line like this, and there's another, I'm gonna hit enter. For example, that was a line, like a white line like this over here, and you can start off from the middle and go to another finishing point, so you can do that. So I'm gonna control Z this, so I might fast forward this part, so I'm gonna go through every line and cut them out. Alright, so once that is done, you can go into normal edit mode, object editing mode, viewport. While in edit mode, you're going to go to selection, you're going to select on this, you're going to delete this faces, and you're going to go staying in edit mode. You're going to work on transformation, the placement of each plane. For that, you're going to select on the vertices. Then you're going to select, so I'm going to work on the neck first. So I'm going to select on these corners basically. Then I'm going to so I'm going to hit on G, and in the Y direction I'm going to move it back a little bit. Same with the ears, this part, same with the ears, everything instead of this, that. This G and Y, move it back a little bit, and deselect everything else. Select reserves, G, Y, wait, G, Y, like a little bit more. Going to the kind of this thing, it doesn't have to be accurate when you look at it from a different angle. I'm just gonna give the nice bit of light variation when we are going into more editing modes. And also I need to bring up these parts, so this, just gonna zoom in a little bit. I need all of these, all of these, all of these, even this, and even that. Including the eye, this, all of this, and that, leave that part behind. All of these, that can stay there. So these two parts can stay there because already from the neck. I did draw it front, bring it front. Yeah, these parts. Maybe this line as well. So GY, I'm gonna bring it front a little bit. Deselect there. GY front a little bit. Deselect this line. Then GY front a little bit. Then I'm gonna leave these lines behind. So count this part. Yeah, GY front a little bit. So my eye is gonna stay behind. So I'm gonna bring that eye little bit forward. Like that. And you're gonna deselect that part as well. And bring the rest a little bit forward. And deselect that, deselect that, deselect this line, even these lines. Like that, GY forward a little bit. Part can stay, so these will be removed, and this. we'll leave that. GY forward a little bit. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. And remove this as well. Also this. Also this. Yeah. GY. It's kind of really nice right now. So I'm just gonna deselect everything. I just want to bring these parts forward like this. So GY. Alright, so we're gonna exit from edit mode. So it kind of gives something like face structure. Then what I'm gonna do. Oh yes, I'm gonna go back to it now. I'm just gonna move these parts. A little bit back. So it doesn't really stay like a flat thing. So what I'm gonna do is Shift D G X. What did I do? Control Z, Control Z, Shift D in the X-axis. This is not the X-axis. GX. Okay, move it that way. And you're gonna right click on it and you can mirror if I'm correct in global X, yeah. And you're gonna GX. Bring right close and just gonna hit on that. Come more closer. So I can see where I'm actually moving it. A bit more closer. Right when it touches. Here we go. GX. So wait, there's a bit overlap. I'm gonna tap on this so I can see what I'm working with. And hit X. GX. Alright, when it touches. Perfect, that's what I want. So I'm gonna work on them individually. But first of all, so I'm gonna make my right side as a wireframe look. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to add modifier. Then I'm going to, oh wait, yeah, so for both of them I forgot to, before you mirror you can actually remove this material. So we're gonna go to this, then gonna do a wireframe right there and put boundary, and I'm gonna reduce the thickness. Might add a bevel, we'll see. So now it's gonna be something like this. Then on the right side, on the left side, it's gonna be like not really a real rhino, more like a low polyform. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit tab. I'm gonna create different materials to be exact. So this is gonna be the eye, so I'm gonna get a material and assign to that, and the horn is gonna be this section. think that's pretty much everything I covered. I'm gonna create another material. I'm gonna assign to that. So for example, if I stay on this, just to see how it works, I'm gonna change this color. It's not the color I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna keep that, so just to remember, the black part is gonna be the background. Okay, another one, another material. That's gonna be eye. Assign. Okay. So I'm gonna name this skin. This and this is gonna be somewhat the same material. So I'm just gonna call it light. Means like emission. And this is gonna be the horn. The horn can be a metal thing, something, or maybe you can go for realistic ones if I have textures for that. So I'm gonna keep it like that. For skin, right, first of all, this I'm just gonna edit out. So this part, I'm just gonna create. I'm gonna choose the light material, which is gonna be an emission. Where is emission? I'm gonna go to with some black orange. I might stay towards white or like partially blue. It's gonna be 5, so let's try this gonna be 5. The horn is gonna be something metallic, I assume. I think that would be much better, but I'm gonna add like some textures to that as well. Let's start with the skin. For the skin, you can actually, if you want, you can download like animal skin textures. But I thought I was going with this leather that I actually found on a free website. I think it's from freetextures3d.com. From that, I downloaded this leather texture, which is really useful. So I'm gonna apply that. So I'm gonna do by going to shading. Hit on period, so I focus on that. Then I'm going to keep base color. I'm gonna input textures, image textures, yes. And also you need to make sure in the edit preferences, add-ons, enable not regular. The use of not regular is if you click on this and Control T, you can work on how your vectors are gonna be. So for this, I'm actually gonna work as object, if I remember it. So I'm gonna open my textures, which is in my USB drive. Textures, leather one, yeah, this one. So this is gonna be my roughness one, which I will connect it to roughness here. Then then I'm gonna shift D here and shift D here. So one is going to be the normal, and the other one is going to be the height. But to both of these, let this out for a second. Both of these, I'm going to use the same vector node input. Then I'm gonna shift A and a normal mapping. Sorry, NOR normal map. I'm gonna keep that here. Then connect the color of this to this, and the normal to normal. and using the height map, we're connected to displacement, but before that, we're gonna use the displacement, work to displacement. Yeah, this one. Work to displacement. Gonna connect the color. Gonna connect the color. Sorry. Gonna connect the color to color and displacement to displacement. That should do something. Is it the wrong displacement I have changed? Yeah, it's a correct displacement there. Oh yes, the work on cycles, see that. I'm gonna use deselect the scene work. Gonna go back to the real-time rendering one. I'm just gonna reduce scaling. So working UV is better than object. Just gonna see the preview how it looks. Yeah, object is not what I want. So work as UV. Then it's gonna give me that look. It's gonna be 2.4. Which is quite decent, but I need to keep this a bit of a light color. So I'm gonna go to my layouts, I'm gonna go to my cycles, the horn has to be something shiny, so reference has to be 0, and for the world settings it has to be in the shadow. To work on the rest of that, I had to go back to object viewport. Gonna bring a mesh, gonna hit RX 90, GY, send it backwards, S, scale it up. For this, I'm actually gonna use some bricks or maybe like a rocky background. Something I do with rocks. So if I go textures, I think concrete would do. To see the preview. That would be a good one. So let's select all that. Now let's see how it's gonna be. I need to bring that bit back. So if I apply that, it's gonna be, oh, it's gonna be repeat here one, but let's see. Okay, I'm not straight. Oh wait, I think I have another one. So I'm gonna select different material and so go back. I might have another concrete material actually. This is concrete wall. go with this. Wait. I think it's the other one. Yeah, this one. It's actually rolled itself. Okay. If I select on that, wait, that's more like it. So just to keep out the details a bit more of the skin side, I'm going to bring in a light area. I'm gonna RX. No. Select on the light. RX 90. It faces that way. Oh, accidentally created a duplicate. Just gonna delete on that. Select on this. I'm gonna GY backwards and GX towards this direction and GZ a little bit towards up. So if I look at this, it has a point somewhere near the skin area. And yeah, I need to reduce the power, something like that. So I kind of like this view. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna shift A, bringing in a camera. Hit on Control Alt D 0. I need to set to that. Z 0 followed by 0 by 0. Just gonna zoom up a little bit. I'm happy with the resolution of this. Maybe I could take it up a little bit. That would do. Maybe and also in the area light, I'm just gonna move it this way a little bit. Just like that. Also increase a little bit. I am satisfied with that, yes. Then so that's the end of making the render. Then to render it out, I mostly use Caesar for this bed and not a real finish. So I do it at 800 with denoising on. And if you're a person using a CPU system which has like no graphic cards or less amount of RAM, we can also go to performances and yeah, go to these tiles. Make sure you render them as 32 bit pixel tiles, so it doesn't really work too hard on the RAM of your system. So yeah, so that's the end of this tutorial video. I really hope you liked it and got some idea how to make this stuff. So if you did like it, please leave a like, and anything else that you would like to see or to do something, comment and also subscribe. Thank you.